And we're joined by Daniel Joseph, a candidate in the upcoming municipal election. When we last spoke to you, you had involved yourself with the PPC, the People's Party of Canada. I remember worrying at the time, I think, sometimes that party can attract people with racist inclinations. It seems to have happened before. And I was kind of wondering how that was going to turn out, and ended up kind of going sideways, didn't it?
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. So one of the things that did end up happening is because of that, I ended up running as an independent in the federal election in 2019. And I was able to try to hold them to account and talk about some of the issues that we're facing here in Kelowna, which is what I'm hoping to do again with my run for municipal office right now. And one of the main issues I kept talking about was homelessness and drug abuse. And we can see over the last couple of years how that's spiraled a bit out of control. And so what I'm hoping to do is come to City Council and really bring a unifying voice on how we're going to help solve some of the issues surrounding homelessness and drug abuse, and really this rise in property crime and even violent crime.
So what particular ideas? I know a lot of people are trying to crack the code on that and try to solve that problem. What sort of ideas do you have?
Mm-hmm. Well, I think the most important thing right now is that out of the 20 plus elected officials that we have in our district, you can't think of one name who would stand up and say, I'm taking responsibility, I'm going to be accountable for the homelessness and drug abuse epidemic that we're facing. So I want to be that guy. I want to stand up and say, yes, it could be a little bit of political suicide because every trend is showing that it's getting worse and worse year after year. But I would love to take responsibility and really work with both private and public institutions to address the issues. And there's a number of things that we can do. Yes, we have to take a look at drug abuse and we have to take a look at mental illness. But the precursor to homelessness and the precursor to a lot of these issues is affordability. And that's really something that the city, we're doing a really good job, but I know we can do better. I know that there is more that we can do. And there's really three ways to look at it. Densification, which we're doing. A lot of these sky rises are going up, but I'm not quite certain that's the right approach. We do need densification, but we need smarter densification. And then we also need to take a look at, have a serious conversation at, city boundaries, single family home developments, what we're doing in respect to that, as well as taking a look at current inventory that's just laying around vacant. Because there is commercial and industrial inventory where there's a stark contrast in demand between commercial and industrial versus your residential inventory. It's black and white, really. So City Council and City Hall can really work on these three areas to drive affordability down, because with inflation, with the pandemic, we're seeing costs rising up, and it's getting harder and harder for just the average family living here.
Right. At age 32, you would be one of the more youthful candidates. Do you think that there needs to be a little bit more of that on council?
Well, I definitely think we need some energy. I do know that the councillors are doing the best they can, but I definitely think we need some energy. We need to make sure that there's some diversity on council and that we're really reaching out to Kelowna as a whole, because we're a growing, sprawling city. We've got so many different neighborhoods. I live out in Rutland. We've got Rutland, Kettle Valley, Glenmore. We've got so many different neighborhoods, and we need to have diversity of opinion on City Council. Absolutely.
Terrific.
Yeah.
Thanks, and best of luck.
Hey, thank you so much, Kent.
And thank you for watching Kelowna Now.